All right, what is up, traders? What's up, tycoons? Super excited for today's video. We'll talk about Celestia. All right, now Celestia is shaping up to be one of the hottest projects right now, and a lot of people are very, very excited about it. If we take a look at the chart, this thing can come up to $27. So we'll go over the price prediction and how, essentially we can come up to that $27 area. So we got to talk about how we can get there to that $27 mark, right? Now, there's a lot of work to be done, but we'll go over what needs to be done and what it's been doing a really, really great job of. We'll also go over some of the warning signs that you guys can look out for and some of the entry signs that you guys can look out for as well. So be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Now, the content provided on this channel is for informational and educational purposes only and is not intended to be relied upon as legal, financial, or investment advice. So, be sure to read through the disclaimer and we'll go ahead and get right into it. All right. And our next price target here is 21, by the way, 21.324. Now we're using this, we're getting these targets using the fibs, okay, using the Fibonacci's. And if you notice, after we broke our initial highs here, this thing has done so well of respecting the fibs. Okay, you see the initial 1618, 2618, and 423.6. Right, those were the initial price targets here. And what I mean by that is once we crossed above that, $6-7 threshold area over here, all right, 9.09 was our first target area. And you can see we did a great job of breaking through that level, right? Hitting the next target and then coming back and testing it as support before breaking through, testing the next level as support and holding as support, and then hitting the next zone and flipping the next zone from, resistance to support, right? And we're in the process of doing that again. So really, really great. All right. I love how well it's respecting the fibs. So support right now is going to be 17.366. Okay. That is our most previous target that we have traded above, and we haven't retested it as support. Right. So, if we stay below the most recent highs, which is going to be right around 19.9, all right, that's going to be our big support level. And as I mentioned before, it's done a really great job of holding those levels as support. Now, don't panic if it wicks down below. Remember, we're looking for the closes, right? Where do the candles close? And so, this candle is a really good example here where, we came down, we were trading far below that level, all right, below that prior target, but look at where we ended up closing right above. Okay. So that's what I'm going to be looking for is to see, hey, do we flip 17.366 to support now from resistance? And if we can do that and we can continue to close on the daily time frame above there, as soon as we break out past the most recent highs, 19.9, 21.324 is going to be the next target. All right. And then we'd look for it to repeat the process. Okay, where we, break resistance, flip it to support, continue higher to the next target, flip to support, continue to the higher target, flip to support. And, it's been a really good job of staircasing up higher, right? And it has been trading very, very well. Now, what are some buy and sell signals that you can look for, maybe if you just don't go off of price action alone? Well, the MACD is going to be nice and the RSI is going to be nice as well. Now, currently we do have some bearish divergence forming here. I'll explain what that is to you guys and how it can actually be a buy signal if you know how to use it correctly. Okay. So first off, we'll explain it. So as you can see, we have highs right here, right? I mean, there's no secret there. It's very obvious, we had some highs. So let's go ahead and annotate this stuff on the chart for us, right? So we have a high here on the RSI, then we have a high here on the price, right? And what do? Well, we actually come up and we create higher highs over here, and we're creating lower highs here. So you see the RSI is in a downtrend. Remember, that is your relative strength index. It's going to give you the relative strength of a stock, of a token, coin, crypto, whatever it is that you're looking at its given price levels, right? And so if we're in an uptrend, we should be increasing in relative strength. But in fact, we weren't, and we were decreasing in relative strength. That was some bearish divergence and an indicator that, hey, we could pull back here. And so what do we see with the price action, right? After that, you see it consolidates sideways. It does pull back a little bit, but as I mentioned before, we did a really great job of holding our key levels here, right? Holding our support level, our previous targets. We move sideways, right? And then we get a bullish crossover on the MACD. Okay, that's when the white line crosses above the red line, and that really kicked off the rally. So, the sell signals haven't been very strong on the MACD. It's a relatively new coin, new token. If you take a look, we did have a bearish crossover here, but it really just led to sideways consolidation rather than a big drop to the downside. Now, if we go back to the bearish divergence, okay, take a look at what we've got again here. We've got new highs, right? So we've been in an overall uptrend making highs here, but look at your RSI. We're in an overall downtrend here, right? It's very clear to see that. And, we've got a lower high yet again on the RSI. Now, again, this is bearish divergence. It indicates that, we could, consolidate sideways here, right? We could pull back, okay? And if we break 17.366, we still have 15.678 as a nice support level, right? And we could trade sideways in between 19.9 to 15.678 before getting the next big move, right? Now, that move is either going to be to the upside or to the downside, but it will be a pretty sharp and big move, in my opinion. Now, here's where it gets spicy, okay? Is that if we break through this bearish divergence trend line, it's the same thing as the candlestick chart breaking out, all right? And that's going to show an increase in strength, right? An increase in demand. And that could be what pushes us up towards those next targets of 21.324 and 27.728. So I'm really excited to keep monitoring this one. What have been some of the most exciting coins and cryptos and tokens that you guys have been paying attention to? It's very nice to see that, the crypto winter ended in 2023, and hopefully we will continue that crypto bull run in 2024. I'd love to know what coins, what tokens you guys have been paying attention to the most, and whether or not you think Celestia has tons of potential in the future.